Hi everyone, welcome to the third and final part of our advanced Discord settings. This final part is going to be on managing roles. So this is much more pertained to our senior instructors, but if you're still confused about the roles, it'll explain it a little bit more for you. How we view our roles. So I'm going to begin with how I would set up roles for other students in the setup channel, and then I'm going to explain where we can modify roles afterwards. So first, how I would set up roles for someone. So for example, Andreas sent a message with his name, what his belt color was, and what class he does. So I would go to his name. His name would normally be down here in the online section since he's not been assigned a belt yet, but Max already did that, so I'm going to go to his name here. I'd click on him, left click. Now I can see the roles that he's been assigned. If I were setting him up for the first time, he'd have none. So I'd click this plus button right here. I'd find whatever role it was. I'd search in here if I want to. So if I wanted to find Advanced Brown, whoops, I don't know how to type. Advanced. Okay, oh, it's because he already has this role. So normally that would pop up and I'd be able to click it, or I can scroll and find it. Okay, so that is how you add it. You also can, if you don't like searching through them that way, go to roles by right clicking, and then you can scroll through here and check off whatever boxes you want. Okay, and keep in mind, so senior instructors, we can't assign a senior instructor role to someone else. Only Kat can assign a senior instructor role. Since she's the admin of the channel, or of the server, we can't do that. Only she can. Okay, now we're going to go more in depth on the roles. So if you're not a senior instructor, this won't pertain to you at all, but if you really want to know more, then you can continue watching. So in server settings, I go to the roles section, and in here I can view all the roles, and I can change what they can do. So once again, I can't modify senior instructors since that's only, or my highest rank. I can't modify above my highest rank, and I'll explain that in a second. So let's say I was configuring the orange belt role. In the orange belt role, I can see the role name up here. I can change that if I want. I can change the color of everybody's names who is assigned to the orange belt role. So everybody who's an orange belt will have an orange name. I also can change, so this setting is for, I have it off for child, youth, and teen, and that's because we want to see all the students in order of their belts. If I had child, youth, and teen as display role members separately from online members, then they would be seen as child, youth, and teen. In this case, because they're below these ranks, they wouldn't be seen as that, but if they were up here, so if, for example, I drag child up to here, and then I turned on display role members separately from online members, then every child class student would be seen as child. They wouldn't be seen as their belt rank. That's why we keep those down here, and we keep the ranks that we want to see at the top. Let me drag it all the way down. Okay. Next is we can @mention the role, so I can say @orange belts, I can say @child, I can say @third stripe, anyone I want to, I can @mention them. Now administrator, that's the role that the senior instructors have. So if I have the administrator role, that means I can modify every role below me. That is why we can't modify our own role. We can only modify the roles below us. This is a dangerous one to assign to random ranks, so don't go around assigning this to anyone. Just leave the senior instructors as the only one with the administrator role. Next is view audit log. So if I turn this on, you can see everything that's happened. Audit log is right here. You won't be able to see it because I am recording my screen right now, but you can view everything that has happened. Everything. So if I updated a role, it would say it in the audit log. If I changed a channel or created a channel, it would say in the audit log. It's just everything that we've done modifying the server. Okay. Next is manage server. So you can change the server's name, move regions. Don't turn that one on for anyone other than senior instructors though, please. This is managing roles. These are all administrator ones. Anything that says manage, don't turn that on for any other role. So this one's you can create channels, edit or delete other ones. Don't turn on kick or ban members. We don't want anyone to be able to kick or ban anyone. Only us, and I'll be watching it constantly. If anybody says anything inappropriate or does anything inappropriate, I'll kick them or message them and make sure that they know not to do that anymore. Create invite. I've turned that on for everyone in case anybody decides they want to send an invite to somebody else in Aikido who we didn't possibly reach. If I see an invite from some red belt or something, usually I'll send a message to them, say, who are you inviting, just to make sure that we know nobody outside of Aikido is getting added. Next, change nickname. So if I have this if you have this setting on, you can change your own nickname to whatever you want. We've turned this on for everyone just in case we gave you a nickname and you wanted us to, or we gave you a nickname that's your normal name and you maybe wanted a nickname or something. Just if it ends up getting out of hand, we'll just turn this off for everyone, but so far it's not a big deal. We'll leave this off. This is managing nicknames of other members. So make sure if you're turning it on or off, it's change nickname, not manage nicknames. Manage emojis, we don't really need right now. Manage webhooks, don't turn that on. It might mess with the YouTube thing I have set up. Read text channels and see voice channels. We're going to leave that on so everybody can still communicate. This is going to get very boring, but I just want to go through every setting so everything makes sense. I'm not going to, maybe I'll start going fast through some of these because they're pretty self-explanatory. Send messages. You can send messages, pretty straightforward. Send TTS messages, so that means they can talk to their, or what messages they send can be read out loud. We're not using text-to-speech really right now. I have it turned off, but if we decide to, that setting will be used. You can delete other messages or pin messages. We just have that off for everyone other than senior instructors. I'm the only one who really pins messages because if I'm using an announcement or something, here, I have some pinned messages in here. That just means that when I send this message and I click the pin, well, I would click on pin, but if I click this, it says pin message. Now, once you open this channel, if I click pinned messages up here, I can view all the messages that I've pinned. So if somebody spammed chat space, like there was a huge conversation, but all the way at the top up here, I said, everyone excited for this first class tonight? Well, actually, there's a message I sent. But instead of scrolling, what I can do is I can click pinned messages, not the chat space. Whoops, that's why I wasn't finding anything. In setup, for example, and click pinned messages, and I can see everything that I've pinned in here. So I don't have to scroll all the way up. Okay, next we're gonna go back to roles here. Got a little off track. Okay. So this is just sending links like the YouTube channel does, attaching files, reading the history of messages. So I believe that's if somebody is added late into the server and they get assigned to a role with read message history on, then they can see every message that got sent before they got added. Mention add everyone at here, so they can mention people. If people start mentioning at everyone a lot, then I'm gonna maybe turn this off because it can get pretty annoying, but for now it's not a big deal. We have this on, but nobody has been using any external emojis. You can add reactions. We're going to leave that on, so you can like a message, you can heart a message, whatever you want. You can actually react with any emoji you have to a message as long as you click this button right here. then choose whatever emoji you want. You can also use a custom emoji. This is from a different channel I have, but any custom emoji you want. Back to roles. So down here, up here, external emojis, add reactions. This is all the voice chat, so this isn't super important. I can clear the role permissions, or I can delete a role down here at the very bottom. Alright, that is about everything in the roles section. This is the final video of our advanced Discord server navigation. Thanks you guys for tuning in, and I hope this goes well.